Alright, time to get into Talos Principle 2. This should hopefully be interesting. Let's just take a quick look at all these options. Yeah, never give me hints. What do you mean by desired time value? Oh, that's just how long I've been playing. Why would they add that? Third view, definitely first person. Ah, yes, I like the item bulbs. Yes, fast player speed. Always seems fine. You know what? Let's just play, shall we? I wonder what the narrative of this game is going to be, because the last game you were in an AI training simulation, and then when you finally wake up in the true ending, you come out on a table that is at a hydro dam. So I wonder if this is going to be continuing it. A prophet hath no honour in his own country. But yeah, I always felt that a human being could only be saved by another human being. That's false. We've had robots and other creatures saving us plenty of times. See, we're loading another program. I guess this is maybe just a separate simulation. We're not continuing what happened in the first one. This is just... yeah, okay, this is a different iteration. Similar simulation. I need a higher mouse sensitivity, please. Oh, why are these separate? At least give me a button to lock them together.
Behold, child, you are...
No. Sorry man, I gotta configure my fucking mouse sensitivity to be somewhat decent.
risen from the dust, and you walk in my...
That's a little too high.
my garden.
Alright,
Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend.
Sure.
And I am called Elohim.
Sure, Elohim. You are the friendliest of friendly guys. Is there motion blur on this? I hate motion blur. Because I like to be able to turn around quickly and actually see what the fuck I'm looking at. Or looking past. Motion blur strength, 0, thank you. There's no need for fucking motion blur. Alright, through a gate. What have we got? Oh no, a barrier. Whatever shall I do? How about I use this gem? Cool. Alright, tutorialize me. As if I haven't played the first game. Oh, box. It goes on buttons. I mean, there's a higher fidelity to the textures, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's just my higher graphics settings. Because I played the first game on a different computer. It was worse than this one.
This land is but a dream.
Oh,
You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
So is he saying that I'm gonna get out of the simulation, or that this is just like the training part of the simulation? Alright. Cube for a cube. That's a bit slow. Alright. Interesting little cobra lamp. Oh boy, I have to make a staircase in this designated staircase area. Yeah, still using the jump to here. Let's see. What kind of parkour shenanigans can I get up to? Love me a hexahedron. Although, strictly speaking, these aren't hexahedrons. I got the puzzle piece.
Well done, my child.
They've added a bit of a glow to those shape outlines, which is cool. Yeah, this time around we start in an Egyptian themed world rather than, I think it was Greek last time. Fencing, oh dearie me. I see. Well, how about I yoink. Nailed it. I didn't see any, like, bonus objectives or anything. What have we got? Wow. Amazing.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
Symbols of the process, sure. I mean, we're made with programming, not with sigils. But they're just symbols, so you know.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
Well, what's interesting is a little bit more forthcoming with what the hell this all is, rather than trying to deceive you into thinking the simulation's real. That's good to see these evolve a little bit. The world is full of limitless beauty, and I wish to see as much of it as I can. I remember I think At is one of the earlier iterations, like 0.2 or something. Oh look, a fan. Oh, that's already got a blade. Now let's swap these out. yes, very patronizing. Thank you. I needed that compliment. Give me the cubes. Love me some cube. Okay, am I? Yeah, okay. So, do this, then we jump on this, and then we put it on. Get that little bit of extra height. See if I can get to it, shall we? Do this, we do this, grab this, and then we get very lost. Stand. Oh, we can't place it on top. Of course not. Alright. What have I done with this puzzle? Next. Single-slit experiment. Gonna have... No, it's gonna be laser. Okay. Let's see. Well, I'd like to turn that on briefly. There's a lever for that. Up there. Jump on the fan. Flip the lever. To get the box. Alright. Use the box. Block the laser, so I can get through here. Can I disarm this at all? No. Alright. Oh, the piece is just here. Whoops. Okay. Anything else in this open world? No. Hub. Particularly. Oh look, a jammer. Yoink. Sure, I could use the button, or I could just jam. It looks like I do need to use the button. So I get both of these doors open at the same time. Any secret little levers? Because I know the first game there were some bonus things that you had to use. A secret, I had to find a secret lever. Okay, jam that through there. So we can take this and jam that. Woo! Another puzzle piece.
Excellent.
Why, thank you. It would be impossible to do without you, I suppose. Leave that there. Alright. Next. I can see that there's that gate there, which would be interesting. What we got around here? Oh right, this is the very first tutorial area, that's where I spawned in. Whoops. Open it. Oh, that's a red gate. Ah. Where are the red puzzles? Puzzles.
I am proud of all my children.
Ah, here they are.
Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
I see. Well, where's the receiver for this thing? Over there. Ah shit, I pressed the wrong button. If I right-clicked it would have maintained its connections. Whoopsies. Man, these red puzzles better get harder next time. Let's see, 2 colors, 2 doors. Oh, this classic thing. Alright, what do we got? We got... Yep, lasers. Very shallow water. Bit of there. another connector here. Where's the blue laser coming from? Ah, over there. Well, that is quite the predicament. But not much. Oh, you can actually deselect, that's cool. It's not in the right spot. Still not the right spot. There we go. Just to find the right spot. Thank you for that place. I sense some laser shenanigans here. We've got more than enough connectors. I could probably, even with just one, I can get the red laser out here in front of the door. But I don't see any obvious endpoint for it quite yet.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish.
Oh, shut up.
But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for secrets. Shut your hole. Alright, what do we got? That's where the piece is. What the hell is this door? Oh, another connector. That's probably important. Is the red? Red's over here. Okay. Oh, it highlights what color the connections are. That's good. What does it look like if I do, say, this? Alright, and then I take this one, and I try to connect to this one. Oh, it's blue currently, I see, because it's not midpoint. Yeah, those seem to hit the perfect midpoint. Interestingly enough. Still haven't seen any errant laser receptors. Prismatic diffraction. More lasers. Alright, well that's connected up there. Is that not with it? That's the next puzzle over. Not a secret. Alright, what have we got? One connector that's connected to 2 doors at the moment. We also need to get it either there or there. Just have the one connector, it seems, to do that. How unfortunate. Okay, well it only needs to keep this connection here. There. Easy enough. Another find the right spot puzzle, my favorite. Okay. Where's the last piece? Over here. Fundamental connections. Alright, well, connector there. Connector. Got this back area here. Need to get the blue laser all the way around there, I see. Alright. That shouldn't prove too difficult. These 2 connectors. Easy peasy.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now, hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Okay, so am I going to
Step
real
into the
world,
light, child, and awaken.
or am I just going to another layer of simulation that's not in Elohim's domain, it's in somebody else's domain? Lilith. Whatever happens, we're in it together. I don't think Lilith was a robot that we saw in the first game. Maybe it was maybe one of the shepherds, perhaps. I didn't really pay too much attention to the shepherds. Ab initio. Finish the first world. Well, this definitely seems like a real world thing.
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living.
Ah, another robot. I actually see one.
That's not an easy question to answer. But the first step is this. You've been born. Your body was completed. You were booted up, and now you're here. And rather confused. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
Right.
Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
Oh, I definitely want the long version. I want to know everything. Sure. But yeah, if I remember rightly, the whole AI program and the robot bodies was made as part of some kind of project. Can't remember what it's called. Probably something Greek related. But yeah, it was made by humans because I think an ecological disaster happened that made everything completely uninhabitable or something. So people
All
decided to
right,
make
you
robots.
asked for it. A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet.
Uh-huh.
We call ourselves human, like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization. But unfortunately, their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I remember, it was a disease that eventually wiped everyone out.
That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no matter the reason,
Didn't exactly
in
get
the
along
end,
with each
they
other.
simply ran out of time. A team led by a scientist, Alexandra Drennan, began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient.
Oh.
Sentient and afraid. He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position. When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us, and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you.
Oh,
That's what
great.
he is, after all. A caretaker.
Oh, Great, so I've got another AI in my AI body who takes over when I'm unconscious, well, in sleep mode. Who previously went mad. This bodes well, and it's in this same situation. This same AI is in every robot. That couldn't possibly go wrong at all, could it?
Yes, there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way.
Okay, so by part of us, do you mean no? It couldn't have meant actually like learning from them, part of us kind of thing. Because otherwise, why would Elohim have a change of heart? No, Elohim is directly observed or something. Well, maybe not quite directly, but
It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors' team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the Founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return.
okay. So how many generations has it been since? So Athena was probably was it the protagonist of the first one? Because the wake-up scene is, very, well, not well-maintained location. Unless that was somebody else in a completely different part of the world. But it seems like this is supposed to only have been one at the very start. And what about the people who helped you? Pretty sure, if I remember rightly, there's like 2 or 3 other instances that turn up to help you in the final sequence. Or maybe it was just one going the whole way through, potentially.
Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the Goal. Capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it.
Right, okay. So making New Jerusalem, first one out was Athena, there was what was it? New Companions? Or something? I wouldn't be surprised if some of the shepherds became new companions. If Elohim really did have a change of heart. Depends on how quickly that happened.
Some of the First Companions, like Byron, don't believe that Athena really wanted us to stop growing. They think her ideas have been twisted and embellished.
Interesting.
They may be right, but I didn't see Athena very much in the years before she left. Maybe actually leaving the simulation and seeing the destruction left behind by our ancestors changed her mind.
Changed her mind to what? Isn't her initial position to get New Jerusalem to 1,000 citizens? Exactly. And you've got some people who are saying, oh, well, no, that was just a first step. She wants it to go further. And others saying, no, that was her actual goal, I guess. 1,000 was it. But then Neithia seems to speculate that perhaps she left because she didn't want the goal was the thing that she left them. That doesn't make sense. But I'm going to stick with the opinion that 1,000 was the limit. That is how Jerusalem is completed. Any more is extraneous. And I mean, considering this is a civilization of robots, I wonder how they get their energy. Because sure, they don't need food, but they do need fucking power. And a lot of it.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them.
I have a
When you're
lot
done,
more questions.
head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event.
Is it? Huh? That's a good question.
You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born.
So I'm supposed to be the
Now,
last
New
one.
Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did.
Hopefully.
That's the orthodox view, I suppose. But there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself.
No, I stand that, keep a good limit. Kind of interested to see what kind of society these new humans have built. That is a fair question. Probably not immortal per se.
You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you.
Okay, no swimming. Got it.
Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break, and we'll see what happens.
I like that attitude. You've done your job. You're not gonna step into the controversy and try and do more of it just because it's the only thing you're comfortable knowing to do. Just gonna, I don't know, go see the sights or something. Maybe find something else to do. That's commendable. It's a good way to look at a career change.
Oh, one more thing. Like all
Like
citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Huh. The interface. Big old internet for robots. What does that symbol mean? So you've got their name, their number, whatever that is. Moving on. Is that? I have no idea if it actually is, but those characters look somewhat similar to Braw. I suppose there are lines in it. I don't think Braw has lines, it just has dots, I'm pretty sure. Groups of dots, to be precise. There's the vessel containment chambers. I guess our program is transferred magnetically? Okay. What do we got? Oh boy, a social media. Following the rules. Treat everyone with respect regardless of their number. Yep, it's gonna be the new racism there. How old you are. Don't take the founder's name in vain. Okay, great. We're founding a religion here, folks. Respect the principles of the goal. The R-Frogs people discussion is now banned. Why would you ban that? Inactive threads will be archived. And then moderators. Seemingly decent spread of numbers. Log. Oh boy. Oh no, this is just a log of everything I've said. And my number is 1K. Oh boy. Okay, so log is just everything that I've discussed. Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, your hard work and faith in the Founder's vision has finally paid off. At long last, the goal established so long ago will finally be reached. The 1000th member of our family will be born. Our beautiful system will finally be complete. As space at the dam is limited, tickets will be made available via the lottery system. The celebration will also be streamed. Okay, so they use lotteries. That's fair, I suppose. It seems this room is the only one that they've actually bothered to fucking maintain. Holy shit. This can't be good or anything. Well, they don't maintain, what's that? Kind of plexiglass thing. Oh. Alright. Well, screwdrivers are real. Cannon something or other. Bundle of cables. Lots of cables running through the ceiling. A bunch of them sparking, which is not good. That's probably another cable. Yeah. Take it. Oh! Right, this was the active. Whoops.
Look, it's 1K!
Hi.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Okay.
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting. At least give him a chance.
How do I know who they are before they speak?
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the Founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The Founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the Founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set
the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Oh boy, nanobots.
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
Okay, nanobot broadcast, I suppose. Oh, I don't know. Fucking... Was this gondola? Is it? I'm not allowed to look behind me. Why am I not allowed to look behind me? Oh, for fuck.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
I am a very curious person. New Jerusalem will always be here for me to come back. So might as well go on an expedition to see the wider world again. Why do you have water in your city? You said yourselves that you're not speaking right water. Sure, you have some fragile that rain for you, but like... Did you really have to add something as well? Should at least hope that's fucking like ankle deep. Probably is. And they're gone. Hello. I guess that like little status icon just says they have nothing to say to me. They're just here.
What's broken now?
Hey. We are having a bit of an energy crisis. Good to know. Crouch? No, there's no crouch. Servos, hydraulics. There's a lot of exposed hydraulics on these. I can't say that's a particularly good idea. I mean, sure, it makes it very easy to maintain, I suppose. But it's also a great way to lose. Like, for them to get battered a bunch more. I wonder if there's any violence in this world. Oh, this is an elevator. Which door will open? Will it be this one or this one? I don't want to look at this one anyway. Okay.
Alright, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so... maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Okay. So they modify their own language, I suppose. And they're building a big-ass dome. They've got a bunch of water. That seems kind of deep. A little dangerous for that, don't you think? A forest over there. I wonder how they generate electricity. Because that one little hydro dam at the end of last game is definitely not enough to run all this. Unless they've got some kind of energy saving. Yeah, big glass dome is being built by the mayor. So yeah, the mayor is too conservative. And I kind of agree that's ultimately going to lead to stagnation. But I do agree with the sentiments of we probably don't need new humans. You just need new resources, because you're apparently having a lot of troubles with your power grid. And apparently they made fucking lawnmowers. Curves in their architecture, which must be an absolute bitch to make. That's why pro tip that's why we don't have so many curves in our own architecture, because it's an absolute nightmare to actually plan and measure and build. Sure, we can do arches and stuff, like, you know, circular stuff. Circles are fine, parts of circles, arcs, those are fine. But these fucking wiggly curves, is... Cloudy sky. Is that some fog or some smoke or something over there? We have a forested area over there. The big glass dome. That's a very heavy-handed symbol. Not a good thing. But then what the hell is that city out there? Is that the rest of New Jerusalem? And this is just like the elite? Like part of it? I hope not. But it might be. Some mountains in the distance. Is that a mountain or is that a... Yeah, no, that's a mountain. There is part of the reflections there, maybe? No, that's snow on the mountain. Okay. But yeah, everything they've got here, there's a lot of glass. Glass is very energy intensive to produce because you need to heat up sand quite a lot to actually make glass. Not to mention all the steel they've used. And I fucking hope that they haven't used concrete. Because concrete is really difficult and energy intensive to produce as well. You know, did you know concrete is made by burning limestone? That's literally all concrete is. It's burnt limestone. Just burnt so much that it turns into a fucking powder. And then you add water back to it, and it's really solid. Although it can be very easily pulled apart, which is why we generally reinforce it with rebar, which is steel, which is burnt iron, even more energy intensive material creation. So if they really wanted to be in harmony with the world, those are not materials you want to be building with. Plastic is Plastic is a lot easier to produce, especially like bioplastics. And I'm talking about plastics that are made out of plant matter, not biodegradable plastics. Though those might be one and the same, I'm not sure. But with plastic you have to be careful with how you maintain it and what you do with it afterwards. Because yeah, you better be reusing that shit, because it's really hard to get it, to take it out. Once you've made plastic, it's plastic. That's going to be plastic for a long time. Even if you live for centuries like these robots. The plastic they make is probably still outliving them as well. Also, what the hell is the Flame? Is that the name of like a rebel group or something? Or is that something else entirely? I don't know. Let's move on. That's enough thoughts from me, I think. Oh yeah, and hopefully the recording doesn't cut out in the middle of a cutscene. I'm gonna be vigilant. Keep looking at that. Some artwork here. High fidelity. Looks like it's behind some glass or plastic or something. It's either that or this is a screen, but I'm not seeing any pixels on this thing. So it looks more like an actual material painting that has been put behind glass with some edge lights. I love edge lighting. Edge lighting looks so fucking cool. Why is there this random camera that's just pointed upwards? God, this building's all curves too.
Hey,
Hello?
hold on there. You're
What?
the newbie, aren't ya?
Yes.
Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a
guess not.
question.
Sure.
How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
That is... So I can either say that it makes me feel or I don't believe in feelings. Also, this symbolism is not lost on me. This is number 666, really. I wonder if they're a bit of a devil's advocate. This game's always been pretty heavy-handed with the symbolism, but that's alright by me, as long as it actually does some interesting philosophizing, which it has done in the past. Yeah, sure, I have feelings. Curious.
Why?
Why am I curious? No, I'm not going to be special. Lucky to be here? Yeah. Can't explain it. It's a robot city, what's there not to like? The power issues, that's what's not to like. Because life has found a way. No. I don't. Definitely not that, that's way too fucking arrogant. Just because you're the last one doesn't mean you're fucking special, right? I can keep it vague, but let's try this, see how they respond.
So, the algorithm assigned you the optimism trait. If only we could all be so lucky. Now listen, this meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out.
Sure. I like meeting new people.
Of course you are.
I'm curious.
You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Well, no shit. Also, why are they called Doge? Why is Doge 666? What have you done? Why did they make this decision? Why Doge? But also, they generally have a devilish appearance, and of course they're one of the first characters you meet. I guess they just, like, walk from the meeting room all the way towards you, and if I had hung around any longer, she would have met me on the literal fucking elevator. Actually, no, it probably triggers as soon as I step out of the elevator to give people time to look at the vistas. Yeah. So far, my impression of this place is that it's very ideologically driven, but also torn. And because of that, they're not exactly maintaining things well. Like, we literally just had to have a fucking public service announcement to literally everyone to get people to turn shit off. Like, you don't have, like, prioritized automatic switching for that already? Like, I would think that they would try to automate a lot of things. Like, given that they're robots and thus their affinity for mechanics. Though, maybe they see that as slavery? But they have fucking lawnmowers, though. Here's a question. What makes a new human? Where is the boundary? I mean, they apparently considered frogs for long enough for it to become a controversy that it had to be banned online, or at least on the one forum I've been automatically added to. But what about, like, conveyor line machinery? You know? I mean, they're fine with tools, it seems. Though they don't have autonomous lawnmowers. Do they have ride-on lawnmowers? I mean, they've got a monorail that I just rode on, which doesn't seem to be a maglev one. Oh yeah, they probably use a lot of magnets. Magnets are also another thing that can be difficult to produce in large quantities. Because large magnets, you need to find some iron, rub it against a permanent magnet, you need to grab some iron, rub it against another magnet to align all the iron particles. And then put in some kind of stabilizing agent, which is usually carbon, which is, you know, alloying it with carbon, again, like steel. Though I think the process is not by heat, or at least it's at lower temperatures. It's obviously too hot and you deorganize all those iron particles you work so hard to organize in the first place. But magnets do seem to drive a lot of stuff here. Because the other option is obviously electromagnets, but then, you know, that's a bunch of electricity going around in circles, so that's more power usage.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
What if I don't, though? How do you take to rebellion, Mayor? And then if I pop up again, he's gonna say something. No. Alright, I don't know. I'm gonna take my goddamn time. We lived for centuries, dude. I just got born. I had to familiarize myself with everything here. I suppose it's interesting that they call it birth, but they seem to be... Well, they call themselves fucking humans. They consider the organic humans of old to be the same species as them. It's a very weird dissonance there. Because they know that the old humans were organic, but they still consider themselves to be human as well. I suppose that's what you get when you make a simulation whose like exit requirements are thinks themselves human and is able to defy another. This is a white door. Why is it white? I'm guessing that means it's going to open once this meeting is done. With nondescript screens that are just on for no reason. Gosh, you guys are having a power crisis. Turn all this shit off. Surely you can display information with more efficient means than a fucking, like, LCD screen. Like, just have some LED indicators with some paint or something, like... Nope, they've got everything's still fucking turned on. I mean, clearly they have no qualms with using, like, just general computers. Like, they've got an entire fucking social media network. Jeremy. I think I saw Jeremy in the first game. Ah, Byron. He's number 7. He's one of the fucking new, first companions. What's interesting for me is like number 452. Something.